Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank y'all for joining me this evening. We got a lot to talk about. A lot to talk about. We're not going to spend too much time on the weekend. I promise. I'm not here to make anybody else's day worse. It was rough for all of us, and I'm not here to do that. But I do want to start off tonight's show with just a simple two words. Thank you. Thank you to everyone who has, like I written in my post, joined me on this journey, dragged me along on this journey, supported me on this journey. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Saturday was fun. This whole weekend, aside from the baseball at some points, was fun. I got to see a lot of people, meet a lot of people, make some great new friendships, and it meant the world to me. We were able to give away the Dylan Cruz jersey. It's not here. It's not in the mail yet, but we were able to give away the Dylan Cruz jersey. We were able to come together as the community. A lot of people are using the word community. I think it's more than that. The community can be as simple as, a HOA, which I'll never be a fan of HOAs or those who run them. But we came together more or less similar to a fellowship, I'll say. Because we do share a deep love for Christ amongst all of us who joined together this weekend, which is I think is a pillar of our joining together that is something that is special. It is more than just a love of baseball. It's more than just a love of our LSU Tigers. It's a love for our Lord and Savior as well. And that's what I believe makes us so special. It's more than a brotherhood. It's a sisterhood. And I said this when I started doing Pick to Click. When people are complaining about how I'm doing it, we must be doing something right. Well, people were complaining about us doing a tailgate, so we must be doing something right. Now, I'm thinking about doing another one. I'm just trying to find the right series. I was thinking about South Carolina, but I have a wedding that weekend, and I don't want to add any more to my plate than I have to. But we may do one for the Florida series. Let me know if that's something y'all would want to do. But truly at the bottom of my heart, I want to thank each and every person that showed up to the tailgate this weekend. Spent your time with not only me, but everybody else that joined. Had a good time. We laughed. We ate. I drank for the first time in a very long time. And I showed my backside a little bit. I'll be honest. I was a little silly. But we all had a good time. We spread our belief in Christ to other people. We shared our opinions on this baseball team, which we're going to get into here in a little bit. We talked about what we can do together to help this baseball team, to help this program. We talked about this a number of things. Big thanks to Coyote Operator, Mr. Jared. I know he's in the chat. I see it. I'm blind as a bat without my glasses right now, I'll be completely honest. But a big thank you to him. Little as a lot of people know, the tailgate wasn't going to happen until the fundraising arm of the fan base decided to assemble, and Mr. Coyote Operator said something. And I said, well, I guess we'll have to do it. And we did. I think we did it right. Now, do I wish more people would have showed up? Yeah, of course. I wish I could hold Tiger Stadium in that small piece of grass and get to know everyone. But I am beyond blessed the people who did show up and decide to spend even 5 minutes with us. It was amazing. It won't be the last time. And it's only going to get better from here. Again, I want to give another thank you to Mr. Chance Brown. Me and Jared had the opportunity to go hang out with Mr. Brown on Friday and the rest of the parents of the LSU baseball team. And they're all salt of the earth people. You see why these these kids are such good kids when you meet their parents. And not to I'm singling Mr. Chance out because he had the kindness to reach out to us and invite us there. And I want to say from the bottom of my heart, I've said this to you 1,000 times, Mr. Chance, but thank you. Thank you so incredibly much. It was truly amazing to spend that time with y'all, get to know you, and hopefully get to do it again sometime. So, but before we carry on to Jared, Tiger Joker, Babin, Alex, David, Zach, AP. I don't want to miss anybody. I feel like I'm gonna miss people. Everybody to Chase Orgeron. Thank y'all for coming and spend time with us and spending that time with us. Because trust me, like me, for example, I have 2 kids, I have a wife, and I'm a homebody. A lot. I mean, I am I like watching the game at home. You got a better seat a lot of the time. I miss being at the box, but I like watching the game at home. It's a good time. I get to watch my boys do dumb stuff. I get to aggravate my wife. It's a good time. But it was nice to get together with common minded people and just have a good time and laugh our way through the sadness. Miss Tiger Joker as well, and Tiger Joker and Miss Tiger Joker's kids are wonderful children. They're sweet boys. Um, but at the end of the day, thank you from the bottom of my heart. It means more to me than you could ever truly possibly imagine. Let's get to some comments real quick. Make sure I can read these things because I am blind as a bat. Robbie Plaisance, how you doing? What's up, buddy? I did find a child for your card. You'll be proud of me. Mr. Zach Nunez, what happened this weekend? I only remember seeing a bunch of my friends. Exactly. Exactly. But it was a beautiful thing. It was a beautiful thing. So you got that wrong, Jared. You the GOAT. Go look at the views on posts and see who's the GOAT here, buddy. Alexandra Maria on X, Alex with Tiger Talk. This right here, hold on. Alex was kind enough to give me this hoodie this weekend. This is her brand, SEC 316. Y'all go check it out. This thing's awesome. Thank you so much, Alex, for bringing me that. I'm going to wear it. My wife's weird. I got to wash clothes first. She told me I didn't wash it yet, so she's not weird. She cares about my health. So I got to wash it first, but I am looking forward to wearing that thing, and you will have pictures of it. I'm not your model. I get it, but I will be wearing that thing. Tiger Joker tearing up over here. Don't cry too much. Don't cry too much. Robbie, much people watching Lane Kiffin at Ole Miss softball game. Yeah, exactly. I see Zach said something about Florida. I'll bring some of my college friends that'll be in town. Are you going to be in town? Is the question. Are you going to be in town? Because I'm trying to remember dates. I mean, you just had to talk about this. I already see David's. They always going to be someone who not happy. Keep doing you. Don't let anyone bring you down. I wish I was at tailgate with y'all. I was there in spirit, though. If you can, Robbie, look, I'll say this. If Robbie can tell me tonight he can make the Florida tailgate will happen. If Robbie can tell me he can make it. David, baby. Back. Befriend. That's an inside joke. Y'all are not going to understand. I love David. He's a sweetheart. The little jokers. Babin, buddy, I'm sorry I missed your show. Trust me. 1, I've been on the phone. 2, I was ignoring my family. 3, I was trying to get to it, but I had to somewhat prepare for this as well. And Mr. Uncle Randy, Mr. Uncle Randy. Uncle Randy, what's happening with you, babe? Happy you're here. Happy you're here with us. Always happy to see Uncle Randy in the chat. We leave for Rome on May 22nd. You shouldn't put that out to people in public, Zach. That's why I didn't say where you were going, because people learn things, and yeah, don't do that. Draconite, y'all won't ever guess who I am. Drac Unite 2428. Drac Unite 2428. I have an idea who you are. I don't want to say it because but yeah, whoever you are, thank you for joining us. I appreciate it. All right, so we're gonna get into some baseball. We're gonna get into some baseball in kind of a different manner in which y'all think. I did something I never did this morning. I listened to other people talk about baseball. We got to have a talk about that. We're also going to have a talk about just LSU medical staff. I gotta get some off my chest. Anyways, we're gonna get to something. Support those who support us, and we'll be right back.
John 16:33, Jesus says, I've told you all this so that you may have peace in me. Here on earth you will have many trials and sorrows, but take heart because I've overcome the world. Like, that truth that Jesus won is so powerful, so significant in our lives if we fully trust and fully surrender to that promise. Like, no matter what we're going to face, no matter what stress, no matter what challenges, no matter what anxiety, like, Jesus promises peace, and he reminds us that all of the sin, the fear, the doubt, the shame, like, he overcame it all. He paid the price for your sin and mine when he went to that cross. He died a death that we deserve. He went into the grave. He didn't stay there. 3 days later, he rose from the grave, and the promise is true that he's coming back someday. So the power and the significance of that verse is now in a 2-word phrase that's on a t-shirt, on a hat, on a hoodie, and simply said, Jesus.
Even in the valley of the shadow of death, I can take rest, cause the living God is living in my chest. Every day I wake up feeling blessed, and even if I don't, I see it as a test.
Join me and your favorite players by expressing your faith and assisting local ministries. Use code WalkItOffTalk for 20% off your orders at JesusOneApparel.com. 15% of your purchase will support local ministries like the LSU FCA. That is code WalkItOffTalk for 20% off. Jesus One. In South Louisiana, there's nothing we love more than God, family, sports, and food. For your next get-together, make sure you contact Lemise Sourdough Bakery. Whether you're gathering with friends and family for the big game or surrounding yourself with loved ones for a Sunday dinner, let Lemise Sourdough Bakery provide what you need to make it that much more special. Lemise Sourdough Bakery is a small batch, all organic bakery right here in the heart of Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Go take a look at what's being mixed up in the kitchen next, as well as place your orders on Instagram at Lemise Sourdough Bakery. Don't forget to pick up your regular sourdough loaves, your jalapeno cheddar loaves, cookies for those late night snacks, and cinnamon rolls for those early morning cravings. Lemise Sourdough Bakery, where the first ingredients in anything made is love. Lemise Sourdough Bakery. What up, what up, what up, what up? Rome, Georgia. That's right. I think that's the home of Jason Aldean. You got a big green tractor? All right. So, first of all, let me talk about the people that support us. Jesus One. Y'all know how much I care about this. Y'all see me wear it. You see me at the tailgate all weekend, handing out shirts, talking to people, praying with people. It truly is a blessing to me to be able to represent and be an ambassador for Jesus One Apparel and their message. Please, if you can, support Jesus One. Use the code WalkItOffTalk. You get 20% off. And like I said, you get 20% off, but 15% of your order goes to local ministries like the LSU FCA. And I really cannot wait to be able to walk over to them and give them a check from of a donation from everyone else's support, diving in and buying it. The clothing isn't expensive. it's even cheaper whenever you okay. If you don't want to use my code, like Joker may not want to use Jim Cross's code IOTB20 for 20% off as well. What's up, Jim? What's up, buddy? I love Jim so much. I do. Or you can use Walk It Off Talk, whatever one you'd like. It's still going to good places. It's still going to ministries and helping people out. And it truly, it's a one day I'm going to talk to you guys about what brought me back to Christ. I'm tearing up right now thinking about it. And I can tell you something. Life has gotten a lot easier since I handed my life over to him. He does a lot. And if we can do anything to, one, wear cool stuff. I mean, does that not look cool? A bunch of people in the chat I know have them. Jim Cross has everyone. And yeah, this is the only like full-size hoodie I got, Jim. I got to get some more. I'm waiting on you to tell me when the white polos are coming out because we need to beat. By the way, hold on. Full stop. Talking about Jesus 1 and how competitive we are as LSU fans. We cannot let Ole Miss beat us in baseball and supporting God. So Jesus 1, as y'all know, you see the purple shirts here. You saw the gold shirt I wore this weekend. They have a short sleeve hoodie coming out that's fire. They have the Swayze Crazies. And their Ole Miss chapter really does boost. They sell a lot of shirts. I want to get them. We need to beat them. So that's a goal. We couldn't beat Ole Miss in baseball this year. Hat tipped it to Ole Miss. But we can beat them with Jesus 1 shirts. I say we do it. I'm going to be putting my money in. So I hope you do too. But truly, it's a blessing. And I feel it lets me know I'm on the right path when this happened. I'll just say that. Lemise Sourdough Bakery. If you were at the tailgate this weekend, you tried Lemise Sourdough Bakery, and I don't think anybody left there hating what they ate. Just saying that. She does have an order up this week. I'm gonna leave that mystery there. She does have an order coming up this week. Go on her Instagram. It's at Lemise Sourdough Bakery on Instagram. Go to her hot plate and make your order. And you can pick it up on Saturday. Sound good? And anybody in the chat wants to talk about how terrible the food is, I will ban you. All right. I'm fat for a reason. Let's get into some LSU baseball. From the names I see in the chat, let's go back to the chat just real quick. So, by the way, Drake Unite, I kind of want to know who you are now, just FYI, because I'm having a hard time. It's bothering me. Let's see. Nice hoodie. Yep. All right. So, Drake Unite, we need a tailgate at the Florida series. I wasn't at this weekend. I'm sure be there for Florida. That's the plan right now. Right now, that's the plan. That is the plan. Tiger said he bought mine using your code and Jim's. Oh, you made 2 orders. Hey, I'm not good at the pointing game. He's a real one. Robbie, I'm going to get one soon. I hope you do, buddy. And you can use IOTB20 or you can use Walk It Off Talk for 20% off. Maybe if you use both, you get 40. Probably not, but it's not hard to try. But either way, it would help. I do want to have Walk It Off Talk be the code that, for lack of a better term, buries the Swayze Crazies in sales. I'm just saying. Again, I don't make any money from this. Jim Cross will tell you, I don't make a dime. It's all going to LSU FCA. So this is pure competition for me. Stud Muffin, I need the purple on the back. I'd wear that everywhere. Well, good enough for you. I believe that shirt is $20 maybe 25 on the website. If you use code Walk It Off Talk, it's 20 or like $16 on the website. Stud, if you were at the tailgate, you probably would have got one for free. Better ask somebody. Zach, buying that short sleeve hoodie, he saw the picture of the short sleeve hoodie, and it is chef's kiss. I told Jim I had an idea for a design. I doubt it'll ever be put into production. But maybe if we beat the Swayze Crazies, it'll go into production. And I'm not bad at designing things. Trust me, it would be fire. All right, let's get into some baseball. Like I said earlier, so at work this morning, didn't feel like listening to music. So I was like, I'm going to see what people are saying on the old interwebs about this LSU baseball team. I keep telling you people, where you subscribe and you follow, and you may not be paying people for their content, but you're still talking with your dollar. I come to realize something. I make this podcasting thing way too hard on myself. I could come out here and say, put up a video of, say, we'll use somebody from the past. Tommy White. Take a video of Tommy White, put it on the screen of him missing a pitch, and I could say, hey, beautiful mechanics, great two-strike approach. Let me tell you what his problem is. And just run the clip and say, all right, you see this moment where he just misses the ball? That's why he's not getting base hits, because he misses the ball sometimes, and that's not a base hit. That's what it sounds like when I hear some of these people talk baseball in the local community. Guys, there's making it easy, and there's making it hard. And there's just not trying. Let's talk about the offense. Was the offense disappointing this weekend? Yes. They batted, if I get the stat right, I saw this morning they batted 2 for 20. Actually, David's in the chat. I think he posted the stat this morning. David, tell me if I'm wrong. They were 2 for 20, batting 100 with runners in scoring position this weekend. Yeah. It wasn't fun to watch. Is the offense scuffling? Very much so. Is the offense fun to watch? Look, I'll be honest with you. I don't like their approach to the plate either. It's not all on the guys. Understand, lethargic. Thank you. Great word, Zach. Lethargic. See, that's that media background. And lethargic is a good word for it, but lethargic doesn't even encompass the entirety of this team right now, because they have energy. You can see it at times, and no, it's not an instance of you have guys, and I'll say it isn't an instance of guys going up to the plate swinging for the fence. It isn't an instance of guys trying to do too much at the plate. It's more or less the approach and the mental's wrong. Can we fix this by the end of the year? I don't think so, unfortunately. Am I giving up on this team? No. It's baseball. Look at the 03 Red Sox or 04 Red Sox. Anything can happen. But it looks bleak. And you can talk about wanting to move certain pitchers to a bullpen and putting other guys in starting roles. That is a short-term emotional decision that some people want to be made. It's not a smart baseball decision. I'll be honest. A lot of people have given Case Evans a lot of grief this year. And yeah, your starters give up a lot of runs at times. Kason Evans is not your issue. William Schmidt is not your issue. Cooper Moore, when he was pitching, it's not your issue. It's a myriad of things, but those guys are pitching well. Now I'm going to defend them. I don't care what anybody says. I have the score books to show you. And everybody was bashing Kason last week. They didn't tell you. Had the first inning, rough first inning. Second inning, leadoff homer by the 9-hole guy. I get it. It was his first one. Let the fastball up. There's a such thing as if you get it up here, it's not hard to get it out. That's a saying for a reason. Hang me, bang me. Usually talk about breaking balls there, but can go for fastballs too. On a fastball, see ya. Yeah, that happens. It happens. But no one then told you he went 3 up, 3 down until the 6th, where he hit one guy, but still got out of the inning without any damage. Nobody remembers the 15K game, do they? Schmitty, a couple weekends ago, getting guys second and third against Kentucky, battling. Schmitty, I believe, is the reason you won that game on Saturday because he left guys on the bases all day. His defense failed him. Guess what he did? Stranded guys. Schmitty isn't your problem. Kason isn't your problem. And guess what? I'll say it last week. I'll say it next week. I'll say it the following week. I'll say it every week, even through football season, to get y'all to understand. Kason's your Friday guy. Learn to live with it, love it, pay the taxes, get it notarized. William Schmidt is your Saturday guy. Enjoy it. Cooper Moore's not coming back to LSU next year. I get it. We're going to have to find somebody else for the Sunday role. I believe in Jay Johnson and Nate Yeskie. It's a down year. Okay. That's fine. Won't you go be a South Carolina fan? Or go be Notre Dame. Go be a team that is doing even worse than LSU. Go be that fan if you want to. I don't care. Go be a Yankees fan and just be miserable all the time. Somebody knows why I said that. I'm not a Yankees fan, by the way. But one thing I'm going to really press y'all. Don't say these guys are quitting. Don't say these guys are quitting. The reason I'm saying that, I heard this morning a few people say, wow, that was a direct. You didn't have to make it known, Zach. I love you, buddy. I love you. No, I can't be serious now. Don't say these kids are quitting because they're not. They're not. I heard somebody say this morning that the only 3 guys who give a damn are Curiel, Brown, and Milam. Well, you're wrong. You're wrong. Flat out wrong. I'll tell it to your face. You're wrong. You have guys playing through injuries, guys who want to play who are injured, guys who are frustrated at what's going on at the plate, going out to the field and trying their best. There is no quit in this team. Well, there is no quit in this team. There isn't. The guys you love, I promise you, the guys you love seeing in gold, love being in gold, and they want to stay wearing that gold. Stop being the fan base who sits there and just drives these kids saying, oh, you're quitting on the season. No, they're not. No, they're not. Do you think a kid like Stephen Milam or Jake Brown, who unfortunately right now probably see the end of their college career, see the light at the end of that tunnel, guys who went through the ringer in their career, Stephen Milam having the big moments in SEC tournament in Hoover, willing this team to a regional, Jake Brown, who got killed by idiots, mouth breathers, for nothing, then came back and was a team player, platoon, did everything the right way. They both won a national championship at 25. And you think they just rested on their laurels? They just rested on their laurels. They just, oh, we're good. We won one. We're cool. You're the powerhouse for a reason. Those guys are not coming to LSU to win one. Just right now, it's not over till the last pitch is thrown. I'll never say a season's truly over. Those guys aren't giving up on this team, on this fan base, on their season. I swear to you. Stop saying it. Stop saying three guys care. Stop saying three guys care. And I'm not saying this from a moment of oh, this is all. I'm saying this with knowledge. Just say that. I'm not going to be a source guy. I'm not going to be a guy who comes out and goes, well, I heard this from this person. That's not me. I'm not trained media. I'm not anything of that nature. Just know that I'm not saying stuff, just pulling it out of my rear end. I'm saying things because I know things. These guys aren't quitting. Said before, don't quit on them. They understand why the stadium's half empty on Sunday. They understand. They're not mad either. They get it. But to turn around and just go on social media and say these, or get on a show, multiple shows, and say three kids care, you're wrong. Some of you played college sports. You're wrong. Don't say that about the kids. Is this season looking grim's not even the right term, but grim? Yeah. Okay. What do you want to go out there and play? Think you can do better? Because if you do, we can go meet down at U High and I'll hit you some ground balls. I'll hit you some pop flies. I'll knock the dust off his right arm and give you 55 with a little bit of a personality, and you won't hit it. I said 55, not 95. I'd be lucky to hit 50. Look, the people in this chat, I know y'all love this team. I know you do. I don't have to question any of that. I'm basically saying this because I'm going to clip it, and I'm going to let everyone know how stupid they are. I'm tired of hearing people who have a respected voice in this community say things like three people care on the team. Three. Oh, I guess Devin Sheeran doesn't care. He definitely didn't care when he dove head first into home plate to get the tag on a game that was already out of reach. He doesn't care. No. Why would he? This team's terrible. The kids care more than you could ever possibly realize. Stop saying that crap. If you're a fan, it's like walking into a school, walking into your kid's spelling bee at school, see them misspell a word that I promise you most of you probably couldn't spell, and then giving them grief. That's actually a great question. How would you feel, right? How would you feel if your child was at a spelling bee and they misspelled the word onomatopoeia? And then all of a sudden you walk outside and you see the spelling bee shows going, that kid's an idiot. I don't care. Stop doing that to the kids. Especially when you're going to turn around and ask those kids for information or autograph or photo. Any stretch of the imagination. They're not giving up on the season. You shouldn't give up on them. Let's get to the chat real quickly. Oatmeal cream pies. Oh, they're so good. So good. Track night. All I can say is we've met before. You know me. Now, like, do I know you? Or have we met before? There's a difference. I'm a knuckle tracker. I got to know the difference. Robbie, my opinion, Evans is the best starting pitcher at LSU this year. He bows and doesn't give up. What more do you want? Thank you, Robbie. Thank you very much. Jared, no, they're only fans when we win, so they have a new banner for their account. Yeah. They could post the updated Intimidator. Wow, what a direct shot. I'm sorry. Well, I can't say what was why that came up in my head, Zach, but you know. Yeah, I look, ATG, I tell Zach and David all the time, I'm not good at this. I know I'm not good at this, man. Still time for you to jump on the bandwagon and join the good guys. Yeah, chop on, baby. Go Braves. Braves doing well. I'm very nervous to be a fan of being a Braves fan right now because they always have a way to rip my heart out at one point of the season or not. Happy Chris Sale is back and healthy. So the 2022 Ole Miss team was 7-14 in the SEC. So it's definitely possible for us to make a run. And now IOTB effect is still in play too. Exactly. Yeah. And by the way, when Jim says IOTB effect is still in play, there is an IOTB effect. Go check the most recent national champions in gymnastics. And go check his podcast page. Just saying. And also, David and Zach brought this up yesterday. I wish I could. I'm not going to go look it up right now, but I wish I could. I wish I could remember whether or not Florida was at 500 or a game over 500 when they got in the tournament, because that affects. So I actually didn't know this rule. I thought you had to be. I didn't know you had to be over 500 or at 500 to get into the postseason tournament, regardless of RPI. All you gotta do is get to the dance. And Florida got in, they got into the finals. Just get into the dance. Let some guys come back, get a little bit healthy, get their minds right, see a chance to do something great. I mean, and they already care as it is. I still don't believe that you actually did it, ATG, to be completely honest with you. Because I don't know if this is ATG or Sky Joe. Know what I mean? A great team is still in there somewhere, and it's fighting to get out. Just wait. Can you still hit me ground balls even if I didn't say that? Yes, I'd actually love to hit you ground balls. So a lot of y'all saw me interacting with a certain person, and I was waiting for them to show up Saturday. I wanted to go hit some ground balls, get it done. I had everything lined up. I had Joker had his task, and I was going to grab people like, hey, you're doing this, you're doing this. I'd love to go do that. That'd be fun to me. All it takes is one big swing or a great game to get hot and ride the wave. If you don't believe, don't get back on the wagon when they turn it around. Oh, buddy. Robbie, the people who want to stand there and just run their suck, saying the crazy stuff they said, and then they want to get back with the team? No. Mr. Jonathan Swanson, amen. Let's go. Amen, brother. Amen. But they aren't kids anymore, Paul. They're paid. Haven't you heard? Oh, my God. Oh, let's talk about the pay thing real quick. Let's talk about this pay thing. So I'll be honest with you. I was wrong about the amount of money they get paid. Now I'm not going to talk about how much they get paid. It's not for me to put out. Period. Right? I promise you, a lot of these people in the chat make more money than they do. Now, granted, we don't get paid to play baseball. I get it. You didn't get paid to play baseball either. But get off of the money thing. What does a money thing matter? It's not pay for play. They are getting paid off their name, image, and likeness. Same thing Johnny Manziel fought for. He never could beat LSU. But I'll be honest, the kids deserve it. These programs make billions of dollars off of their blood, sweat, and tears. And it's true. You don't go to school to learn. You go to college to learn sports when you're an athlete of that caliber. Okay? Get off of the money thing. And I'll be honest. I gave a lot of grief to Garrett Nussmeier last year because he was the highest paid quarterback in this state. Now I know the recent information comes out about Garrett's injury. I get it. We're not getting to that discussion. Well, we are going to get into that discussion in a minute. We're not getting into it this second. He was the highest paid quarterback in the state of Louisiana, including the entire New Orleans Saints quarterback room combined. When it gets to that level of money, I think, yeah, you can criticize their play. You still can't belittle the kid. You still don't belittle them or talk down about them or just be mean. It's not nice. It's not the way it should be. Period. So, get off the money thing. But you're right. You're right, Jim. You're right. Can people stop saying they're professionals and make millions? Yeah, they don't. See, hold on, right there. Now, Zach knows I can do some editing. Some it's a stretch. Producer Paul is about the right term. I mean, tell me, don't you know? Exactly, Coyote. Olsen just hit a 2-run bomb. 500. I personally can't find my heart to give up on them, and lots of people are going to be stunned if we make it to Omaha. I did tell Zach after Sunday, this team can't hurt me anymore. That's because I'm just going to live in an eternal state of hurt from everything. You a vacuum at first, you're saying, Joker? Screenshots never die? No, they do not. They knew it. All right. One last, well, we're going to get into like two more things. We're going to get out of here. But I want to get into this. I saw the story about, I believe her name, Zach, let me know if I'm wrong about this. Riley Kuiper, LSU soccer athlete, just got diagnosed. She doesn't know if it's, from what I saw in the video, Hodgkin's or non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. I want to ask everyone to have her in your prayers. This young lady to have a speedy recovery and a healthy recovery. But after I watched the video and I was talking to some people today, it got me thinking, do we need to start having a conversation about this LSU medical staff? And I hate to kind of go there. Thank you, Zach. I hate this is like an avenue I never really want to go down. Because in all honesty, we have some of the best people in NCAA associated with the LSU medical staff. Leaders in their fields, right? Associated with Ochsner, associated with all these other different clinics and hospitals around the area helping these student athletes. But this is kind of where my head is when I think about that. And I think about this young lady, Miss Kuiper. I think about my children. And like I said, I had the chance to spend time with some of the baseball players' parents this weekend, and it's something. It's you see their excitement, and then you kind of feel their anxiety as well because we watch uh we watch these guys play, and we watch these guys, succeed and fail. We live on every pitch, and you know what I mean. And it's one thing, but I come to think about it, I don't know. Think if that's your child, and you talk about the money they get paid, and you talk about, oh, they're lucky, they're getting paid to do this, paid to do that. Okay, so I sat back there and I thought about it. What if my children were getting recruited by a school? What would I care about? Okay, education, of course. But I'm also I'm handing the coach and this university my child to take care of them while they play a sport. So I'm gonna care about the medical professionals that are looking after my child or my children. And if the last few years I see a story come out about Greg Brooks, I hear a story come out about Garrett Nussmeyer. I see the story of Miss Kuiper. Now, granted, she admitted in the video she needed to go to the doctor. She got busy. She didn't go to the doctor. Okay. But then the medical staff, when she asked for help, they were right there to give it to her. So congrats on that point. But when are we gonna have a true conversation on the links these medical professionals and this medical staff are going to make sure these children are safe and putting aside the need to win or the desire to be successful due to the monetary gain that could bring. So at the end of the day, we all know this now. It's all about money. How much money can you bring to the university? How much notoriety can you bring to the university? How much success can you bring to the university? Garrett Nussmeyer with Greg Brooks. Did they know things prior to their extent of their injuries that could have been prevented? Did they go through every step they needed to go through to make sure that those injuries were not worse than they could, the worst as they found out to be? Or do they do preliminary checks and go, up, yep, you're good? How much does the cost of winning affect their decisions? Now, I'll be 100% honest with you. Isaac Trujillo, from everything I hear, is an amazing guy, and Adam Martin is an amazing strength and conditioning coordinator for the LSU baseball team. I don't lack any faith in them. But we're going to have a real deep talk soon about this because it's when there's smoke, there's fire, and you can see the smoke signals coming out of the university. But in the end of it all, Miss Kuiper, I wish you was a fast and speedy recovery, and I hope and pray that comes to you. All right. I want to do a really quick thing, kind of look at some Tigers in the pros, highlight some guys, see how they're doing right now. Didn't talk about Breggy last week, Alex Bregman with the Cubs, because he was scuffling. Well, he seems to be somewhat turning around. In his last 7 games, he has upped his batting average. He's hitting 286, and yeah, he's doing better. He's 8 for his last 28. He has a few strikeouts, but he has 5 RBI. So Bregman's turning around. So keep an eye on Breggy here soon. Dylan right now is with the AAA team, as we all know. And let's see. Dylan's picking his batting average up as well. He's hitting 284 right now, so that's good. Let's see real quick. I want to look at Grant. I didn't think about Grant Taylor last week. You know what's funny? DC and AAA ball is criminal. It is. It is. The Nationals need to move on from Dylan, not because Dylan's a bad player. I just want him to get him a better organization. Oh, what they did to that poor boy. It's funny. So, have y'all been following Major League Baseball? Well, I'm going to address that in a minute, Robbie. You're not going to like what I'm about to say, though. If you've been following Major League Baseball at the beginning of the year, Grant Taylor has turned into an almost everyday pitcher for the White Sox. He's had 9 games already in the season where he's pitched. 9. They basically give Grant a day and go, hey, can you throw an inning? And he's starting. And he's doing all right so far. 9 games, 3.97 ERA. 9 games, 11.1 innings pitched, and he's not closing. They're taking that opener role really, really, really seriously. 9 games, 11 innings pitched, 16 strikeouts with the flamethrower from LSU for Grant Taylor and the White Sox. Let's see. Skeensy, I think he pitched soon. I think he just recently pitched. His ERA's coming down a little bit. 23 strikeouts and 22 innings pitched. Maybe he hasn't pitched since last time. Maybe he hasn't. We'll check one more guy, then we're going to get out of here. Anybody want me to check? Well, we'll talk about that. We'll talk about what Robbie said here, and then we'll get out of here. All right. Because I want to make something. There's a reason why I feel this way. Robbie says the Mariners need to call up Cade Aronson. He's no business pitching in AA. All right. This is something I learned recently. Well, I knew this prior. So if you know minor league baseball, you understand that AA is where you keep your prospects, and that's where you really have the best crop of talent in the minor leagues. Now, you have a lot of talent in AAA. You do, like Trey Morgan's in AAA with Durham. Those guys have moved back and forth from the big club, or they have the ability to get up to the big club. Like they trust them right there on a dime. Prospects develop in AA. What I didn't know. So this is not a Major League Baseball. Matter of fact, I don't have one that doesn't have a handprint on it. But this is a college baseball. And the reason why I'm kind of showing you this, I didn't know that the ball changes from AA into AAA and Major League Baseball. AAA, Major League Baseball, and AA and below have different balls. The seams are different. It's the same size, same weight, but the seams are different. And you would think that doesn't make much of a difference. It makes a huge difference, especially with pitchers. Your stuff breaking in AA may not break as much, or it may break more, and you got to adjust. I don't think this year is the year to bring up Cade. Like I said, he's not a Skeensy. Not saying Cade's not good, but he's not Skeensy. Skeensy had the stuff to really drive into major leagues and truly be dominant. Give Cade a year. Let him develop a little more. He is dominant in AA ball, and I love to see it. We're going to see Cade with a major league club in the near future. Give him a year. Let him develop. It'll be better for him in the long run. He's young. He's got time. I think he left LSU, 20 years old? Yeah. He's got a long, long time ahead of him. All right. I want to thank all of you for coming to join me tonight. Again, code Walk It Off Talk for 20% off at JesusOneApparel.com. Let's get those Ole Miss Swayze crazies. Let's get them. Massillville represent the Skippers. If I'm not mistaken. He was it Massillville or Massillville? Because he played for the Skippers. Oh, will it work? Cooper Moore out for the season, but will pitch for the Tigers next year. I didn't see that. That may have happened while I was on here. How sure are we he's going to come back, though? Stan, if you're still in the chat. I'll share about him coming back. We're gonna give a minute for Stan to kind of give us some information on that, if he can. Per Jay Johnson on the Coaches Show. All right. Well, you got your 1, 2, and 3 next year. Kaysen, Schmitty, Cooper Moore. Kay is from Madisonville, went to St. Paul's. Madisonville does not have a high school. Mandeville is the Skippers. I thought he went to Mandeville and played for the Skippers. Or did he transfer mid high school? Kay went to St. Paul. Okay. All right. Oh, sorry. It may have been a Lynn Rollins thing that got me confused. Lynn Rollins, the GOAT. All right. Code Walk It Off Talk, 20% off. 15% of your purchase goes to the LSU FCA. I want to beat Ole Miss. Let's do it. Won't take much. Won't take much. Lemmy Sourdough Bakery. Listen to everybody in the chat. Stuff's fire. Go get you some sourdough. Get you some cookies. Get you no, Chase did not go to Mandeville. Went to Holy Cross. Cookies, bread, cinnamon rolls, oatmeal cream pie cookies. All right, hold on. Okrenon is injured. Do you have to be 21 to be drafted? I thought you just had to spend 3 years in college. Okrenon is really bad. Oh, so you're talking about, okay. That's the injury. I was like, did you have a typo in the name? Okay. Then why was he throwing last week? Okay, I'm not getting into that. All right. Yeah. Okay. Again, we can get this. You see how much I care about beating the Swayze Crazies. All I can think about is go buy Jesus One apparel. So I'm going to go probably this week and make another order. I want to beat the Swayze Crazies. I really, really, really do. Let me Sourdough Bakery. Listen to the people in the chat who have had it. It is awesome. Enjoy it. You won't regret it. I promise you. And when we have the tailgate for the Florida series, there'll be more Lemmy Sourdough Bakery out there. So, let's see. Thursday, I'll be back. Have another show for y'all. We'll be live Thursday night again. Maybe slightly later. I have some things happening Thursday that I'm excited about. Not affiliated with the show. But so the show may be slightly later, like 6:30, 7 at the latest. But can't wait to see y'all again on Thursday. Until then, remember, God loves you. All he wants you to do is love him back. I love you all. Let's wrap our arms around this team. Let's enjoy the games we have left in the season, because come October, November, during the football season, you're going to be missing baseball again. Not saying the football team ain't going to be good, but you always miss baseball about that time. But until Thursday, I hope you all have a great day. And before we go, one last thing I want to tell all of you. Psalms 11:7. For the Lord is righteous. He loves righteousness. The upright shall see his face. That hits me today. I love you all. Until next time, God loves you. Peace.